Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I love to do videos on luxury fashion, handbags, shoes, and I love to do some styling videos. And I do those things from the perspective of somebody who is in the middle of her life, as well as someone who is mid-size. So if that's something that interests you, I would love it if you would take a second, click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video, which is generally about 2 times a week, although I have been known to throw in some bonus videos here and there. So if you have that notification bell turned on, then you'll know every time one uploads. So today's video is an old-fashioned, I guess, sort of first impressions, kind of a review about a bag that, you know, I've had in my collection for a little bit of time, enough time to have used it. And by that, I mean my beloved Denim Mini Peekaboo. If you've been watching my channel for at least a little while, you know how I have sung the praises of this particular handbag, and I thought now would be a perfect time to do, like I said, kind of a first impressions, what I think, give you some kind of factual information about the bag, any pros and cons that I have, and then in the end, I'll let you know whether I recommend this bag to you. Let's start out with, I guess, sort of a description and the features of this bag. This is the mini peekaboo size. So there are several sizes of peekaboos. They've now come out with the petite ICU peekaboo, which is a little bit smaller than this. And then you have the small ICU peekaboo, which is a little bit bigger than this. And then you get into a whole bunch of other ones. But this is the mini. I think it's probably one of the most popular sizes, I would think, in the peekaboo line. I'm just saying that from my own perspective. I don't know that to be the case, but it seems like, at least until they came out with the petite ICU version, that the mini was probably the most popular size, just, you know, because of its size and what it can hold. So with that, the length is 23 centimeters. The depth is 11 centimeters, and the height is 18 centimeters. Now, this particular one, as you obviously can see, is in denim, and it does have the contrast stitching, just like you would see on a pair of jeans. And on the side, a little bit of a difference between a standard mini, which I apologize, I probably should have brought my cream one out here so you could see. But a standard one, these, what we would probably call sangles, have sort of a button that keeps them closed. It's like a push button kind of thing. It goes through the other leather piece. It's like, I'll insert a picture here because I'm not describing it very well. But anyway, this one, because it's denim, they did something a little different. So sort of to reflect that kind of jean feel, like a pair of jeans, they actually did a functional buckle. So you can see it's got a couple different settings here. I do have mine on the loosest setting. That's where I personally like it. When I got the bag, it was on the middle setting. That I felt kept it a little tight to get into. But I don't like this one with it completely open, whereas I do wear my cream one open at times. So it has the gold hardware, as you can see, and then it comes with the, as I like to call it, kind of a dark chocolate colored top handle, as well as strap. The long strap, as you can see, is adjustable. It has 7 adjustments. I have mine on the second to longest, and that's where, you know, I prefer to carry it. It is removable, as you can see with these little clasps here. They just open like so. And the one thing that I love about this one that is different from my cream, that they have improved, is that these swivel. So you can see this twists. The hooks for my cream one, which are exactly the same, they're round just like this, they are fixed and they do not swivel, which means that you have to be very conscious about how you put the strap on the bag so that it lays correctly, if that makes sense. So thank you, Fendi, for making that improvement. Now, this particular mini is like sort of, I would say, the standard minis that come in the Napa leather, and this does not have feet on the bottom, and we will talk about that later too. But again, this has two sections, as you can see, and they are evenly distributed. One is not any bigger than the other. That is my raincoat in there, so I will take that out because we don't need that, but they do come with raincoats. And on this side, as you can hopefully see, there is a zip pocket. It's pretty small. It's only probably 4 inches, I would say, in length. It's not the entire length of the bag. Frankly, I do not use that pocket. And then on the other side, there is nothing. So that is what the bag looks like, what it is made out of, and the different features and design elements. So now we'll do some mod shots. So just for frame of reference, I am just about 5'7", and this is it, you know, just carried top handle and then crook of the arm. So you can see there, I've got a sweater on. If I had, you know, a winter coat on, probably wouldn't be able to get it up quite as far on my arm, but, you know, certainly it fits over the wrist, and it's, you know, you can see I've got quite a bit of room, and, you know, at least with this on, I can get it into the crook of the arm. And then the shoulder strap, like I said, I have it set for crossbody. So this is a crossbody on me. Like I said, I have it on the second to the longest setting. So like I said, I'm 5'7", so if you are slightly taller than me and you like the way this hits basically right at just above my hip bone. My hip bone is right about here. I like the fact that this handle does go down a little bit. You can get it a little bit out of the way, which I like. I do not like it when, you know, you've got a top handle that's like right at the bottom of your boob. Just not a good look in my mind, and certainly not very comfortable. So, you know, if I was wearing like a really bulky jacket or something, but, you know, I've had this with me when I've been in New York before. I had it when we came in November to close on the condo, and I had that, you know, like kind of oversized wool coat in the plaid, and I wore this a ton, which is, you know, a pretty bulky coat. And I had no problems getting it over that with this. So I wouldn't personally need to like adjust the strap length at all for me, but you certainly could do that. And then in addition to that, you can make it shorter if you wanted to just carry it, you know, long shoulder. And I will quickly show you what that looks like. So this is the bag on the shortest strap length. So this is where it hits on me. Again, it's hitting pretty much right at my hip bone. So this is how it would look, like I said, if I wore it as a shoulder bag. I personally have never worn it as a shoulder bag, but just wanted to show you, you know, frame-wise and length, tall wise, kind of where it hits me on the shortest setting for a long shoulder strap. Okay, so let's talk about what fits in this bag. And, you know, I will show you basically what I carry on a daily basis. Here is my mini pochette. This is the version from Dress Up Your Purse with Hello Catwalk City. And this is definitely bigger than a regular Louis Vuitton mini pochette. But as you can see, that fits in there just fine. I generally will put my phone, I'm filming on my phone, but this is the case that I use. It is a rubberized case, which makes it a little annoying sometimes to get in and out of bags, but I generally then slip that down there. And then at the moment, I am carrying my Fendi card holder, which I got from Satire, and that I would just stick down there. I know it's a little hard to see because it's black, but I generally put things vertically in this bag. And then here is my 6-ring key holder. Pop that just right next to the card holder. And then I would either put my AirPods all the way down at the bottom, or I would tuck my sunglasses in there. Those are my Louis Vuitton sunglasses, and then just kind of put my AirPods like that, either way, but lots of room still in this, and that, you know, pretty much shows you what I carry on a daily basis. Now, sometimes I might change out this particular card holder, so if I go and use my sort of typical flap card holder from Chanel, this is from the 21 something collection. It's in the lambskin, but again, you know, it just pops into that same place where the Fendi one was, and there's plenty of room for it. I can even swap out, here is my Louis Vuitton, this is from the men's collection. I think it's called the flat zip card holder or something like that. And obviously this is very slender, so again, that just tucks in right there, no problem. Now I will show you what a compact wallet, and I have a fairly large compact wallet that I will show you. This is the Gucci compact wallet. It's a pretty good size. It's definitely bigger than the Victorine. It's definitely way bigger than the Rosalie. I'm trying to think, there's one other compact wallet from Louis Vuitton, and the name is escaping me right now, but it's also smaller than this. I think the Victorine is probably the closest in size to this, but I think still is smaller than this. So, but you'll see it, you know, easily fits in there. Can still fit the keys right next to it. I would probably then end up putting my AirPods down there, down kind of at the bottom, and then I would throw my Louis Vuitton sunglass case probably just on top like that. So, you know, honestly, you can really carry whatever you want in this bag. I could add more. I could add more lippies if I needed them, although I have probably at least 2 or 3 in the mini push-up that's in there. So yeah, pretty much everything I need for the daily and more will fit in this bag. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this bag. And spoiler alert, there's a lot more pros than there are cons. So the first one is it is very versatile. So you can, as you see, I took the crossbody strap or the shoulder strap off. You can carry it just top handle, which, you know, I realize it's in denim, so it's not going to be the dressiest of bags, but certainly if you just want to carry it top handle, I think anything carried just as a top handle bag sort of automatically makes it a little more dressy. And even though it's in sort of a casual denim fabric, I do think that this does dress it up a bit. And, you know, would I take this to a black tie event? No. But I wouldn't take my leather peekaboo to a black tie event either. But would I take this to, you know, a nice dinner out, especially with just the top handle? Absolutely. But I love the fact that you can carry it, obviously, as a top handle. You can put the shoulder strap on and carry it either as a long shoulder strap bag or as a crossbody bag, or you can have both on, which, you know, obviously this doesn't come off, so you're always going to have both on. But when you have both on, you have that functionality of being able to grab it, you know, so if you are driving and you've got this sitting in the passenger seat next to you, it's very easy to, you know, set down and pick up. Or if you're at, you know, out at a restaurant and you have an extra seat for your bag, which I personally love, you know, you can, like I said, set that on the chair next to you and be able to pick it up very easily, as opposed to having to grab it just by the strap, which can be a little bit annoying at times. So I think this bag is extremely versatile from the standpoint of the different ways you can carry it. The next pro for this particular version is that it is very lightweight. So I didn't do a comparison of weight between this and my leather version, but I can tell you for sure, just from experience, that this bag is definitely lighter than the leather version. Now, I have the calfskin version, not the Napa version, so I'm not sure how that would impact it, But, you know, this is by itself a very lightweight bag, despite, you know, the fact that it has some additional hardware on it as well as the leather accents, but it really is a very lightweight bag. And so even when you put your things in it, it doesn't become overly heavy. The next pro about this bag, again, speaking specifically about this version, is the actual fabrication. The denim, as you can see, is, you know, in perfect condition. There is no wear on my corners, there's no pilling, there's no anything. And, you know, as we know, jeans are made of denim for a reason because it is very durable. So, I mean, this bag, I would not hesitate to take out in the rain. I mean, while obviously I don't think I'd want to take it out in a downpour, that's what the raincoat's for. But, you know, if I get caught and it starts raining or it's snowing, I'm not worried about this. This leather is not going to get hurt at all. And the denim is denim. So if it gets a little wet, it will dry and it will not be any issue. So I just think that the denim fabric on this, like I said, is very durable, will last a ton, maybe not a lifetime, but for a very, very long time. And like I said, I have had this bag since the beginning of November and have worn it pretty consistently, as you can probably see from my Instagram photos and some of my videos, and it has worn like iron. There is not a mark or anything wrong with this bag. The next pro, which you would have seen from the what fits segment of this video, is that it fits everything I need and more. I, you know, easily fit a mini pochette in there. I can fit my sunglasses. I can fit my card holder, my 6-ring key holder, a couple of extra lipsticks, my AirPods. I mean, you name it. Anything that I would carry on a daily basis fits in this bag easily, with even some room to spare. So, you know, if I had a pair of gloves that I wanted to, you know, just sort of throw on the top, I could, or even like a lightweight scarf I could throw on the top. But it is just, it is very functional. Despite having that sort of middle separator, you really can get a lot in this bag for the size. And the last pro is that if you need this to be, this bag is very secure. So what I love about this center feature is that you can lock they're separate. So you don't have to lock both sides if you don't want to. So you can, for example, lock one side, but keep the other side open. So let's say you have valuables that you want to keep secure. So you have your, you know, wallet or whatever in the part that you have locked, but you want easy access to your phone, you can keep that in the part that's open. Or if you want to, you can have both sides closed. So if you absolutely want ultimate security for your bag, you can lock both sides. And so I think that that is genius from this bag, that it gives you the option of none, one, or both to lock the sides. And, you know, really, really gives you a lot of security and peace of mind that your items, you know, one, aren't going to fall out, and two, are not going to be stolen. So now on to the cons. And for me, there's really only one, I mean, maybe two, and we'll talk about the second one. But the main con for me is that there are not feet on the bottom of this bag. Now, I love the fact that my cream mini peekaboo has feet on the bottom. It's one of the main reasons why I picked that particular bag as opposed to the sort of standard mini peekaboo, which is honestly what this one is sort of modeled off of, despite the fact that it's in denim. So I assume that's why they didn't put feet on it, because it's the same styling as sort of the classic mini peekaboo. But yeah, I still wish they had put feet on the bottom. You know, like I said, it's a very durable fabric, so I'm not worried about it like getting worn. It's more of just that, you know, I do have to pay attention to where I'm putting this bag down. Now, you know, I don't put my bags on the ground, so I'm not worried about that. But, you know, even if I'm setting it, like I said, on a chair next to me at a restaurant, or when I was still living in Kansas City and I would set my bag, you know, in a shopping cart going to Walmart, I would have to just, you know, take a couple extra seconds to make sure that where I'm putting it is clean and, you know, free of any debris or any liquid or anything like that. You know, especially for this, because it is denim, if there's liquid, you know, it's going to soak into this. So that is personally, my one con to this bag. Now, the other con is potentially the price. And this is horrible. It was only back in November that I bought this. I think it was $4,300, $4,290, $4,350. I don't know. And I don't know where all of my records are since we've moved, but it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,300. And, you know, for a denim bag, that's kind of pricey. I mean, it would basically is the same price as the leather ones, or the leather ones were, I should say, because there's been a price increase since I purchased this bag. But, you know, I'm happy for the fact that I do think that the fabric is very durable and it's going to last a long time, so I'm not worried about that. But I have the same issue with Chanel, that they charge almost the same for a fabric or a denim bag as they do for leather. And I just don't understand that. You know, Fendi does the same thing with their canvas baguettes and their leather baguettes. They're the same price. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, I'm not the one who's making that decision. So, you know, that was probably the one thing that gave me pause when I was purchasing this bag, and why I actually thought about getting the 25th anniversary denim baguette, because, you know, it was at a lower price point. It was the 25th anniversary. So I thought, okay, that would kind of scratch 2 itches. I don't know if the lower price is an itch, but it's always a bonus to spend less money. But in the end, this was where my heart was. You know, when I saw the denim baguette, it just didn't have the same je ne sais quoi, even though I don't speak French, to it. And it just didn't speak to me. So we moved that money over to this one, and I could not be happier. So, you know, despite probably paying, I think it was around, like I said, $1,100 or $1,200 more than what the denim baguette was going to be, I would not look back. Like, I've never looked back. In fact, I saw the denim one in person a couple of times, and I was like, it just reinforced how much I love this bag and how happy I was that I made the decision to let that one go, to not purchase that one, and to use the funds to buy this one, because it is just, in my mind, just a great, versatile bag. So finally, would I recommend this bag? Do I really even need to answer that question? I think it's pretty obvious. I love this bag. This bag is not going anywhere. I mean, I suppose at some point maybe I might get tired of it and want to let it go out of my collection, but I do not see that happening for a very long time. It is just, like I said, it is just so easy. It is lightweight. It is easy to use. I can fit everything I need into it, and it goes with everything. I mean, it really goes with everything in my wardrobe. I don't think I have put on an outfit that this does not go with. So hands down, if you are able to still find this bag, I don't know if there are any of them still left out in the market. If you are interested, I would highly recommend reaching out to one of your sales associates. They did do a second drop of this particular bag because I missed it the first time. Like, I was interested, and then I was like, oh, I want to see what comes out in the baguette drop. And Brandon, you know, anyway, and Brandon kept sending me pictures of this in between, and yeah. And then he let me know, he's like, hey, they did a second drop, so if you want one, I can get you one. And that was the end. I was like, yes, please, absolutely. So 100%, 200%, 1,000%, I would recommend this bag. And honestly, I would recommend my other mini peekaboo as well. This one, it just has my heart. Thanks for watching this first impressions / review of my denim mini peekaboo. I hope it was helpful for you if you are thinking about a mini peekaboo. You know, most of what I said as far as the pros and things apply to really any mini peekaboo. I just think it's an incredibly versatile bag, and in leather, honestly, could even be a little bit more dressy, especially without, you know, the long strap. But anyway, I don't need to reiterate everything that I just said in this video, but I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed already, again, I would love it if you would take a second and click the subscribe button down below. And like I said, thanks so much for watching. Wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.